right. We have a Chevy Impala with what we think is a pine cone that dropped on here. So let me zoom in. You can see 2 major dents here and then lots of little dents around it, if you can see that light reflection there. Pine cone or something falling from a tree that caused dents in several areas. This is an aluminum hood, so the amount of force needed to dent this is actually pretty high. So a green pine cone or someone setting something on there, potentially throwing something on there. So we're gonna get back behind the panel, push all the dents out. Plenty of access in here, lots of different options here to get all different variety type of tools in here. What I'm probably gonna do is use this tool right here to get in through one of these holes to start at least. I'll be heating up the panel because it's aluminum and getting back there and pushing those dents out. So I like to show the video of kind of the during. There's a lot of people out there that think that paintless dent repair is not a real repair. And we've been blamed many times for showing a clean panel as the after and then denting it and showing it as the before. So this midway through is an attempt to show that there is a process to pushing that dent out. As you can see, that back dent, not quite there, maybe 50%. A lot of the other ones, closer, maybe 70, 75%. Now there's gonna be a lot of tapping. We're gonna come back here and we're gonna tap down all the high spots. We're gonna go back and continue to push on the low spots. And I would say this is where the hard part begins, because this is where the precision has to be higher and the perfectionism kind of comes into play here. Get a little zoom in here. So a lot of times on these deeper dents on aluminum, we actually are pushing them higher than they need to be. And then we'll tap them back down. So you can see those 2 deepest dents where the light's pinching together. In those 2 areas, the metal's actually protruding upward now. And so we have a series of hammers and knockdowns. This will be a small knockdown that I'm going to use that I'll put right on that high spot over there and just slowly tap that down, and then probably push on it again a couple more times until we get it to be flat. All the other little tiny dings that were around it are pretty much gone. Just kind of working on the big ones there, finish them up. Okay, here we are, finished product. Zoom in on there, we'll move up and down. You can see now that the light is not bending. Got some sap all over the car. The light's not bending, pinching together, anything like that. That means that we have achieved a panel that's back to pre-accident condition. Sometimes the light can be confusing for people who don't know how to read it. Here's a tree natural reflection. You can see now when you walk out or when you're sitting in the passenger seat of the vehicle, you're not going to see any flaws, any big dents or anything in there. We do every attempt to make sure that the vehicle stays original. So we put some nice strong tape on the inside of the panel here. So the only flaw that we would say is that this hole is slightly bent, and I will go back there and just make that hole straighten back out. The cover will cover obviously all of that, but only slight difference is that this hole maybe just got a little bit of a bend to it, but other than that, and that's a very slight issue, other than that, we are back to pre-accident condition, under an hour, no need to replace a hood, repaint panels, etc.